So today I'm doing this look, hair and makeup. So this is kind of like a, holiday party, pretty classic, a little bit more darker eyes. Show you there, you can kind of see we're doing kind of a cut crease. So if you want to get this look, keep on watching and I will show you how. Super excited. Okay, so I'm going to start with the primer from R1. One pump of everything is enough. Put it everywhere. Then I'm gonna go with my regular foundation, which I use Honey Beige. So we're gonna put that all over. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go around again with concealer. So for any little places you need under the eyes, it's really gonna brighten it up. Now that you're done with your wet products, you're going to seal that with your dry product, which is going to be a pressed powder. Sorry. So I use the medium pressed powder from R1. I'm almost out. That's okay. Just order more from my own business. Best bronzer in the world. I'm just gonna fan it underneath, coming from my hairline and the middle of my ear, and then I'm gonna blend it out. I'm also gonna take a little bit of bronzer up on my forehead. You kind of come beside the eyebrow and go into the hairline. Just gonna like narrow down your face a little bit because it's contouring. So when you make it darker, it's gonna push it in. When you make it lighter, it's gonna bring it forward. Same with under your neck. Give yourself a nice little jawline here. So next I'm gonna take blush. I'm gonna use Blossom. So it's like a really nice peachy color. So Smile. You don't want to go too far into the nose, and you don't want to go too close to the eye, so kind of like give yourself 2 fingers and you're just blending it into your bronzer. Next thing I'm going to do is take the Sheer Glow highlighter, one of my favorite products ever, and what this does is it just gives you a really natural glow. So you can use it as like a base for your eyeshadow as well because it's nice and sticky, so I usually put it in here, and it's also going to act as a nice highlight. So for brows, my favorite color is Sand. It works for most people. It looks really, really light in the palette, but when you put it on, it's actually the perfect color. I like mine a little bit darker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wet my brush and I'm going to add a little bit of black. Use this camera thing here. And I'm just gonna make the darker line right underneath. And take your sand again, and you're gonna fill in the rest with more of a powdery sand, okay? And then you always wanna brush them out after to make them look nice and natural again. Okay, now that we're done our brows, I'm taking a little bit of the Arbonne concealer on my spatula and one of the lip brushes. Make sure it's clean and you don't have any lipstick stuck in there, and you're gonna take some of this, outline the eyebrows a little bit to make them really flawless. Okay, so you can see that my eyebrows look crazy right now. What we're gonna do is just blend it out. You can use your fingers. then next I'm going to take a smaller brush like this, and I'm going to use the light powder because see how it's still a little bit shiny? So all you're going to do once it's blended is you're going to add a little bit of powder. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is eyeshadow. So I'm going to use the Linen by Eyebrow. That's my main base and highlighting color. So we're going to fill in where we use the sheer glow highlighter. You always want to make sure you blend out these creases first before you apply any powder. Okay, so now that they're gone, I'm going to bring this right in the corner of the eye. And then we're also going to just dust it right, be really careful along the brow line so that you don't get any flying into the brow and make it lighter. And then you can even just circle dust it around where you did your sheer glow highlighter. You don't want to be too solid right there, but you can do a little bit. So in this video, I'm only going to use products that Eyebrow sells all the time, except for the Heart of Gold palette because I really want to incorporate a gold color. I'm going to really pile it on the lid, okay? So you want it to go on really nice and thick. You can even put another layer of concealer or sheer glow highlighter or even primer to the lid before. But instead of dusting it on, you're gonna push it in and really pile it so that it goes nice and bright. In the Heart of Gold palette, and we're gonna dab it on top of the gold just to make it a little bit brighter. So I'm gonna use my finger because sometimes it's easier than a brush because it won't flick off your other color. Love it. Okay, so now we're gonna take Cabernet, which is a regular dark purple. We're gonna do a cut crease look today. So take it on your angled brush, follow your natural crease. We're gonna take a little bit more of that same Cabernet color and we're just gonna blend this up in little circles from the outside in. Now you're gonna take your light eyeshadow brush and you're gonna blend out the top there. So if you have any areas that need to be fixed, you're just gonna use that. It's all about blending. Blend, blend, blend. Take that purple underneath the eye. So I'm gonna take this with the angled brush and I'm gonna bring it along my lash line on the bottom until about halfway. I take Black Out, which is the Eyebrow Black. And we're gonna keep with the angle brush here. And I'm just gonna darken that crease. Right in the crease. And then we can actually take our brush that had Cabernet on it and just make sure that those two colors are blending even better. Okay, we're gonna do some liquid liner. So this is the Eyebrow Black Liquid Liner. And I always use the disposable brushes that you can also buy really cheap from Eyebrow. If you don't have a consultant, contact me and I will be your consultant. So we're gonna put a little bit on this brush. And you always wanna open up the front of the eye when you're doing the inside. So if you look away, it's gonna open it right up. To just flick out the bottom a little bit more. So if you take it a little bit on the edge and just go right into the lash line, we're gonna blend it out after. It's just kind of, if you can straighten the bottom of your eye, it's really, looks really nice. So I'm just gonna show you guys up close so far. I'm going to do the inner rim liner. You could use the purple liner called Plum on the inner rim. I'm gonna do this on the bottom and I'm gonna do black on the top. A little bit of mascara. best mascara in the world. I know you're probably used to me saying everything Arbonne is the best. It's because it is, like, I'm not joking. We're gonna let the mascara dry, so we'll do lips, and then we're gonna do false lashes. So I'm gonna use Rum Raisin. It doesn't really matter what color you use, and I'm doing a darker lip. And one of my favorite colors, especially for this holiday season, it's called Jam. Scrape it off with your lip brush. I like it because it makes your teeth look really white. Like, most lipsticks make your teeth look yellow. Gross. Now for false lashes. So I'm gonna put a little bit of lash glue on the back of my hand. I'm gonna use these false lashes. They're pretty crazy, but I like them. I'm just gonna take the lash and drag it through the glue like this so that it has a nice row on it, okay? So it's gonna look like that. And you just kind of push it in to the lash line, like so. Okay, next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little more black and I'm gonna blend out that line I did. And I'm just darkening the crease a little bit more too. Make it nice and solid. And we're gonna take our bronzer, okay? We're gonna add a little bit of bronzer and we're just gonna blend at the top here. This is just gonna give it a really nice warm feel for the holidays. More concealer along my nose where it's getting a little red. A little bit under the eyes. You can kind of do your triangle down here and then up here. Now I'm gonna do my hair. So I'm gonna give you a really quick tutorial on how to do that. Okay, so for the curls, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the curls. That way they're really strong, and when you take them out, you can just brush them. It doesn't matter, they're gonna stay. They're gonna be nice and voluptuous. You can kind of place them where you want them to go. It's a really nice, like, classy look for parties or for the Christmas season. So what I'm gonna do it in fast forward so you guys don't get too bored because it can take a while. But you're gonna basically curl each piece and then you're gonna roll it up and you're gonna pin it. So if you have like these kind of pins, you can get them at like Sally's or whatever. And then once it's all set, you're gonna take it out. It's gonna be nice and bouncy. You'll see how it's gonna look. So much for watching. I have a lot of fun today, and please subscribe, follow, share our videos if you like them, and feel free to request any sort of look that you want. Remember to live life to the fullest every single day, give love, stay positive, and live your dreams. Thanks, lovers.